Imagine Paris, 1789. Beneath the glittering facade, the city seethes with discontent. For generations, France has been a powder keg. The vast majority of its people toil under crushing taxes, while the aristocracy and the church live in obscene wealth. Famine stalks the land as bread prices skyrocket. This is a society where your birth, not your merit, decides your fate. King Louis XVI, though well-intentioned, inspires little confidence. Rumors paint him as clueless. His Austrian wife, Marie Antoinette, nicknamed Madame Déficit, is a symbol of the court's wasteful extravagance. Meanwhile, Enlightenment ideas seep into every corner. Books and pamphlets challenge the divine right of kings. Across the Atlantic, the American Revolution shows that defying a monarchy is possible. Hope and desperation mix in a volatile cocktail. When the Estates General, a kind of national assembly, is convened for the first time in centuries, it unleashes a torrent of demands for reform. Yet the old order resists. On July 14th, the unthinkable happens. Frustrated at stalled talks, a Parisian mob storms the Bastille, a hated symbol of royal authority. The French Revolution explodes into being. In this whirlwind, a cast of characters emerges. The brilliant but ruthless Maximilien Robespierre, obsessed with stamping out corruption and remaking France into a republic of pure virtue. Georges Danton, a charismatic giant with a voice that booms like thunder, swaying the crowds. The radical journalist Jean-Paul Marat, his pen dipped in vitriol, stoking paranoia with tales of plots and conspiracies. Early days are heady. The Declaration of the Rights of Man rings out, a promise of a world where all men are born free and equal. The monarchy crumbles, the royal family captured as they try to flee the country. For a dazzling moment it seems France is shedding the shackles of the past. Yet shadows lengthen, outside forces circle like vultures. Austria and Prussia invade, their armies bent on crushing the revolution. Fear takes root in Paris, who among them are secret royalist sympathizers sabotaging the cause from within. Whispers escalate, from suspicion to denouncement, then to the chilling clang of prison doors. 1793 is the tipping point. France is now a republic at war, its borders under siege, its cities seething. The Terror, a period of systemic state violence, is unleashed. The guillotine rises in squares across the country, its blade falling with sickening regularity. Aristocrats, priests, anyone deemed an enemy of the people, real or imagined, is fed to its insatiable hunger. Robespierre, once seen as the incorruptible, now heads the brutal Committee of Public Safety. He believes terror is a purifying force necessary to cleanse the nation of traitors and force the birth of a virtuous new order. Trials, if you can call them that, are a mockery. The verdict is almost always guilty, and the sentence always death. A blood frenzy seizes France. Neighbor turns against neighbor, fueled by old grudges and the search for scapegoats. The revolution, once a beacon of hope, becomes an engine of madness, leaving a legacy that will haunt history forever. The blades of the guillotine eventually fell silent. Robespierre himself met the same fate as countless others, the terror finally consuming its own architect. Yet the France that emerged from the ashes was forever changed. The old feudal order, with its rigid hierarchies and aristocratic privilege, was swept away, a testament to the shattering of age-old power structures. The ideals enshrined in the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, though tarnished by bloodshed, continued to inspire. The notion that the right to rule belongs to the people, not a divinely ordained monarch, became a beacon for oppressed people around the globe. Yet, the French Revolution also remains a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of what can happen when idealism descends into unchecked fanaticism, when the pursuit of justice becomes an excuse for brutality. It forces us to question whether lasting positive change can ever truly arise from a foundation stained with violence. Can the noblest of revolutions remain pure when confronted with the complexity and resistance of the real world? Or was the French Revolution's slide into terror a uniquely French phenomenon, a product of its specific time, circumstances, and the flawed individuals who seized power? As we remember those who fought for a better France, both those who succeeded and those devoured by the revolution, we are left with their sacrifices, History serves as both inspiration and warning. Its greatest lesson, perhaps, is the need for eternal vigilance, guarding against the forces that can twist even the most righteous causes towards darkness. Let us seek to better ourselves and the world around us, guided by the revolution's enduring ideals, but forever mindful of the price that can be paid when zeal and fear overcome humanity. The French Revolution stands as a stark reminder that the noble pursuit of a more just world must always be tempered by compassion, reason, and an unwavering respect for human life. Thank you for listening, and until next time, farewell.